Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry, and I'm so happy to be with you today. Today is a very special day. Today is the day that we get to set something new in motion. We get to open up to something even greater. That is why I'm so excited to share this quote with you from one of my favorite teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh. He says, "People normally cut reality into compartments and so are unable to see the interdependence of all phenomena. To see one in all and all in one is to break through the great barrier which narrows one's perception of reality." So we are all interdependent beings. We support each other in our growth, our evolution. Whenever there's good unfolding for someone else, I remember one of my teachers used to remind me, celebrate with those people, because that reminds you that your good is also at hand. And it has proven itself again and again and again. So tonight we are celebrating. We're celebrating life, and we're celebrating it abundantly, because we're seeing the good for each and every one of us. This is the inspiration of the day. It is the inspiration of the evening, and it is the inspiration you get to take with you the rest of the week. So I'm going to invite you right now to just join me. Join me by moving into that place of adding heart. And we add heart in this particular way. We just move into the place of just simply breathing. I always like to take my hands and place it over my heart. This is the area where my physical heart is. I always like to breathe, and when I breathe, I like to be aware of that breath, because that breath represents resilience. That breath represents coherence. Coherence is harmony, living in harmony. And I know that when I am in harmony, then that means that every part of my body is responding in harmony. The most important part of my whole, I'm going to call it my ecosystem, is that emotionally, harmony can bring me in balance. It can support me and expedite the healing process, whether I'm moving through some physical challenges, the low level energy, maybe perhaps a cold, or maybe perhaps it is just something that is just gnawing at me. Maybe I'm in a state of unforgiveness. I get to just choose to move into a state of balance, making peace and moving into the place of forgiveness. And that forgiveness is for myself, the healing of myself. And it also supports and stimulates the mental coherence. And in mental coherence, we can think clearly, we can act clearly, we can have a blessed life. So I'm going to encourage you to learn and practice heart, not only for yourself, but make sure that the people around you understand it. If you have a child in your household who's a student, practicing heart can make a difference in their lives in terms of their schoolwork. It can make a difference in their lives in terms of how they relate to the world. So, with that in mind, I'm going to invite you to breathe with me right now. We're going to breathe in through our nose, and then we're going to breathe out through our mouth. We're just going to practice this meditation for a couple of moments. Let's begin now on the count of 5. Let's do that again. continue to breathe, I want to read the words of Thich Nhat Hanh once more. He says people normally cut reality into compartments and so are unable to see the interdependence of all phenomena. To see one in all and all in one is to break through the great barrier which narrows one perception of reality. I invite you to continue to breathe. And I want you to now recall a moment of kindness, a moment of compassion, a moment of care, or perhaps a moment of deep appreciation. So I'm remembering and recalling a moment. And I'm calling this moment a moment of appreciation and kindness. I received a call this week out of the blue. A relative wanted to connect me with someone of my childhood. And this person that I was connected in my childhood, I had not thought of them or heard from them in years. And when the person spoke to me, they spoke with me in kindness, with fond memories. And that kindness and the fond memory truly reminded me of why I'm here and why I exist. It lifted me up, reminding me that I can show up in the world, that I always have been and always will be a beneficial presence. I want you to remember your moment of compassion, or kindness, or care, or deep appreciation. And if you cannot remember your moment right now, I'm inviting you to join me in remembering or leaning into my experience. And I'm inviting you to bring that memory, that emotion, that experience forward right now. I'm choosing to bring it forward. And as I bring it forward, I'm allowing that memory to be my truth right now. That kindness does exist in the world. That it exists within my life. And who I am, it does make a difference. It's a tipping point in the world. And I'm inviting you right now to just magnify that energy. And allow that energy of kindness, the energy of compassion, that energy of care or deep appreciation to just simply radiate all around you, to radiate within every single cell of your being. And allow that same energetic to extend itself all around you. And just imagine yourself being an energetic magnet. And that the heart radiates this energy of love, and care, compassion, kindness, or deep appreciation. And join me right now in magnifying that energy within your personal circles. I'm allowing it to magnify itself now within all the sacred circles with spiritual enlightenment and truth-focused ministry, touching anyone that has been a part of this ministry. I'm allowing it to touch every loved one. And I allow it now to extend throughout my neighborhood. Allow it to extend within your workplace. And with this in mind right now, I speak my word and I simply behold the truth. Remembering that there is only one life, one power, one presence, and it is alive and thriving. It is fully present in the now. And in this very moment, right here in this now, what I simply know is there is this thing we call the Christ consciousness. It is the consciousness of a pattern of good. And that pattern of good is the pattern of good that our dear beloved Emma Curtis Hopkins spoke of many years ago. That pattern of good is life itself, enhancing itself, revealing itself, and expressing itself at every point and every reference in every way. And so in this very moment, I am acknowledging that wonderful presence and power right where I am. It is the sacred movement in my life and through my life. And I know that that same presence is alive right now within anyone that is listening to this prayer, that is viewing this prayer. I know that something divine has stirred and fulfilled itself and revealed itself in a sacred way. That each individual is a vibration of wholeness, a vibration of good. And that good and that wholeness fulfills itself in practical ways within their lives. I know that it is the sacred movement within their bodies, that the energy of wholeness fulfills itself as perfect health, perfect peace and perfect harmony and perfect balance within the body temple. I know that it extends itself emotionally and mentally within and through and around each individual. I know that that wonderful presence and that wonderful light is the divine consciousness moving right here and right now. And whatever each individual is seeking, I know that that seeker is also seeking itself. So good unfolds and good is attracted to each individual. So what I'm knowing is in this very moment, that presence is the harmonic essence expanding itself and fulfilling itself right now. For those that are students, I know that there is harmony and coherence in their studies, that there is ease and grace, and in that ease and grace, whatever it is they're working on, it comes easily, effortlessly. I know that that same energy is the energy and the vibration in every social circle. And I know that whatever the need is, that there is harmony, there is balance, and there is love. And that this wonderful presence is alive, it is coherent, and it is moving, where everything works together in a perfect way for the good of all concerned. I'm knowing that in this very moment, right here, right now, that divine love is the healing factor. And it is this healing factor moving in through every household, that whatever the need is in the household, it's already fulfilled. I'm acknowledging the same power as abundance and prosperity, moving and fulfilling itself in every way. Every seeming need is met. I know that the blessings are overflowing. I know that the same energy fulfills itself right now, financially, and that each individual, whatever is going on in their lives, that they are blessed. There's more than enough of God. And I know that that God presence is that divine light. That God energy is that power energy source. And it simply overflows and fulfills itself. And I know that in this wonderful presence now, that there is wisdom and there is light, that the law, the divine law, fulfills itself, that it circulates itself, that it expands itself in every divine way. And I know that each individual is blessed in practical ways in their lives where the essence of the divine fulfills itself and reveals itself through each individual. And so in this very moment, right here, right now, I'm giving thanks for the blessings of spirit. I'm giving thanks for that sacred yes, expanding itself and fulfilling itself. And I know that this sacred yes, which is universal law, is in perfect alignment, overflowing and pressed down, running over and multiplied. And it is in this space that I simply release these words that I've spoken, this thought, this energy, knowing it is perfect and good. And I invite you to affirm with me, and so it is. Amen. And just breathe with me and magnify this once more and allow this wave to expand itself in the world and be a blessing as we are in the world. And just gently open your eyes and let me look into your eyes. Know that you are appreciated, and I wish you a blessed evening. And if you like what we're doing, please share this app with someone. Namaste.